What to do, YouTube? So today, Ryan Tannehill during his press conference was asked about Joe Philbin's comments towards Aaron Rodgers being the starting quarterback this Sunday against the New York Jets. If you didn't read the quote, what Joe Philbin said was, "We want all our players who are healthy to contribute to the overall success of the team." Now, as far as Aaron Rodgers, like you got to be real and straight up about it. Like, clearly Aaron Rodgers, he's not healthy, but still at the same time, at least you could be 100 about it. Like, to be, show respect towards your franchise quarterback. Now, that's for the Packers fans. We're going to go ahead and shift it to the Miami Dolphins fans. We're going to go back to September 22nd, 2014. Literally, we was coming off of a loss up against Buffalo, if I'm not mistaken. Got up against a loss up against Buffalo. And I think we had like a 1-2 start at the time. We had a 1-2 start. So Philbin was asked if Ryan Tannehill was going to be our starter for that Week 4 game against the Oakland Raiders, 2014. His response was, "We'll decide our game plan before we leave to play against Oakland." Excuse me. Now you look at those two quotes right there. They sound extremely similar. Now Ryan Tannehill's response to that sounds very familiar. I can relate. You see how Philbin just sat back and responded the way that he responded. Didn't exactly want to be real about it. And to be honest, just thinking about it right now, that's probably where all those Matt Moore chants came from back then. When people felt Tannehill wasn't playing well, we weren't winning games. We started to hear the Matt Moore chants. I think that's where it came from, because considering the fact by that response by Joe Philbin. But I'm going to go ahead and go a little bit deeper about it, because not a lot of people give Ryan Tannehill credit, because a lot of things happen behind closed door that people did not talk about. Now, I spoke about it before in the 2016 season, because when Joe Philbin ended up losing his job and Adam Gase ended up getting hired, a lot of things got out as far as how Joe Philbin did not want Ryan Tannehill going into the 2014 draft. Now, I'm gonna give you the timeline here. I'm gonna give you the timeline. Now, after the 2013 season, well, first of all, Tannehill got drafted by Joe Philbin. Let me give it to you like that. Joe Philbin got drafted by Ryan Tannehill. Correct? Jeff Ireland and Joe Philbin. Excuse me. Clearly, Joe Philbin and Jeff Ireland did not get along, and Stephen Ross ended up firing Jeff Ireland and the offensive coordinator, which was Mike Sherman. If you can remember, Dennis Hickey ended up coming in before the 2014 draft, and they brought in Bill Lazor as the offensive coordinator. Now, in that draft, it was said that Joe Philbin literally did not want they wanted to dump off Tannehill, and they wanted to go out and draft Derek Carr. Now, obviously, it did not end up going that way. Now, I'm looking at it from a standpoint as far as you being a brand new offensive coordinator. You're coming in. You're supposed to have a relationship with the quarterback, with the rest of the team. You coming in there, you're hearing that. You have it. It's gonna go into the front office video sometime down in the future, because I know what's going to end up coming down to that. But as far as the unprofessionalism as the Miami Dolphins front office, how this ended up happening was the fact that Joe Philbin wanted Derek Carr, like I said, and Dennis Hickey didn't exactly agree with that, and they ended up drafted Juwan James. He was the 19th overall pick, and Derek Carr ended up being the 38th overall pick. And clearly, the Miami Dolphins had a shot at getting Derek Carr, but like I said, Dennis Hickey and Joe Philbin didn't exactly see eye to eye on that particular situation, which Dennis Hickey ended up getting fired anyway. But I didn't understand how that ended up happening later. That's later on down on the timeline. But getting back to the Tannehill and Joe Philbin situation, literally Tannehill hasn't, as far as his relationship with Philbin, wasn't very great as far as his tenure with Philbin. If things like this is going down like that, literally, you don't give Tannehill enough credit as far as what he has been through as far as adversity. From him coming into the league in 2012, we all knew that he was a raw prospect. That's why they ended up drafting him. Maybe that's probably the spark up of why Jeff Ireland didn't even want. Jeff Ireland ended up getting fired in the first place, and Joe Philbin ended up not getting along with him, because it was probably a Jeff Ireland decision that ended up drafting Ryan Tannehill in the first place. Joe Philbin ended up having to keep Tannehill. 2014 draft rolls around, and then Derek Carr sitting there right there. He wanted Derek Carr, and then the new general manager didn't exactly agree with that. So, hey, it's a lot to sit back and think about. But like clearly, if I was a Green Bay Packers fan, I would hope and pray that Joe Philbin is not the true head coach of 2019, because this dude ain't nothing but bad news, man. He is not a player coach. I'll literally tell you that straight up. Like, as far as our experience as Miami Dolphins fans dealing with Joe Philbin, that man is not a player coach. We sat back and lost a plethora of talent. A plethora of talent with Joe Philbin at the helm. Happy he's gone. A lot of people don't give Adam Gase enough credit. But let me know what you guys think. You know what it is. If you enjoy the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is GreatOne DeVore. I'm up out of here.